Hey y'all, it's your girl's girl, Cookie Mango No E, and we're here at Tdotunderground Live.
Next stop, Queen Street West.
This interview is brought to you by Connect the Dot Showcase. Tdotunderground VIP passes to all events available this week. Check out tdotunderground.ca for more info and access to VIP passes.
Hey y'all, it's your girl's girl, Cookie Mango No E. We're doing a little something different today. We got a business woman here with us today. Her name's Jacquie St. Kitts. Let's meet her. Welcome, Jacquie St. Kitts to Tdotunderground. So glad to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about why you're here and what is your business that you have?
Well, my business is Sweetie's Bath and Body. I've been operating since 2012.
Whoa.
Around that time, I started making soaps. I found soap making for me was about stress relief, fun. So I would just put on some music, start making soap.
Stress relief.
Yeah.
How do you feel the making of the soap was helping with your stress?
I think it was just kind of like I got to create something.
Yeah.
So I was doing something with my hands. Someone told me one time that my money was in my hands, right? I like to creatively work. I like to make things. I like to draw. I like to build, right? So soap making was fun. I got to work with scents, so aromatherapy. I got to work with different colors. I love colors and it all
textures as well. I know some
everything.
of your soaps. I've tried them in the past. Awesome. Love it. I'm definitely a fan. I'm so glad to reconnect with you as well. How long have you been making your soaps?
Well, so I started the business, actually said, okay, I'm going to start selling soaps in 2012. But before that, we were, as a family, we would do it with the kids. Like the kids learned how to do it. I was working with a relative who taught me how to do it, and she actually passed on all the materials from her business to me and said, you take the torch.
That's amazing. Like, here you go.
Right, so I started.
Run that race.
So I did. I started to run the race because it was something that at that time in my life I needed an outlet for my creativity. So soap was it for me. It worked for me. It was fun. It was something that I just loved being a part of, right?
You know what's really interesting? A lot of people that come here to Tdotunderground, they need that outlet. They have something inside of them and they need that outlet. And it's amazing to see somebody that's different using soap as an outlet, using that as a creative outlet for that stress relief.
Right.
It's so important as an artist, as a Canadian person. How do you feel as a Black Canadian woman with your own business creating soap? How has that been?
For me, I find it as something, because you see a lot of people out there creating natural products, right? And it's just like, you know, that they found something, they touched something about wanting to take control of their own natural and what to do with it, and wanting to stop using the products that are out there that are full of detergents, that are bad for your skin, they're harmful for you. So it's like just taking control of it. And as a Black woman who enjoys doing it, I want to teach it. I want people to learn how to do it. So that's, for me, the main part of it.
That's amazing. Has there been any trials and tribulations as having a business in Canada that's prevented you to feel like, where I feel as a business owner myself, there's a glass ceiling and then there's like a little hole where you can get in. But then there's like, people don't know what you're doing. How do you get your name out there? How do you make this work for you?
So for me, it's been working and doing a lot of shows. So I dedicated myself in 2012 to going to at least 1 or 2 shows per month.
Sorry, shows? What do you mean shows?
So I would do like, anytime that they had a vending opportunity, I would involve myself. So some of them were free, some of them I had to pay.
Sorry, you actively went and sought out work?
Yeah. I had to.
You didn't wait for it to come to you?
No, I didn't. And at that time too, I actually had my products in a store called Ascend. And Ascend was a good kind of springboard for me because it allowed me to see the difference between what it would be like to have my products in a shop and actually doing what I was doing, which was basically making soap at home and selling it to people. I expanded the product line to do creams. I wanted to venture into shampoos and conditioners and I eventually ventured
a possibility.
into. Yeah, for sure. I did bath bombs, body oils, body scrubs.
So what's a bath bomb?
So the bath bomb is I don't know how to explain it.
Do I put it in the bath and it's like a bombing out the place? Like,
so the bath bomb is made out of baking soda, and you can put salts in it. You can put essential oils, fragrance oils, and the bath bomb is and oils. So it's basically like a luxury product. You put it in your bath with you, and it creates
a bomb,
an aromatic experience. Right?
This interview is brought to you by Connect the Dots Showcase.
Feel like a guppy in an ocean full of sharks. Blood from my wounds, fight bigger than my bark. Too many people talking too much shit. Sick of being bigger fish, keep your mouth zipped. Better grab a life vest, SOS. Fuck second best, crash your high southwest. Put me to the test, I passed every test. But you keep talking, be you obsessed. Calm down, can't calm down. This my hometown, flooded, wanted me to drown. Got back up, dried myself off. I'm seasick, can you hear my cough? Reclaim my position as a female boss. Reclaim my position cause they all just talk. Seem to be the topic, every conversation. Hate me so much then, why you keep listening?
Go ahead, let the fire burn. Don't say your prayer for me. I got the heart of a lion, so keep pouring the gasoline. I make no excuse for none of my actions. I don't care, I don't care, I really don't care at all.
Hardly seen, hardly go out. I don't fit in with rappers on their way out. Claim you rich, only brand that you rep, only brand that you get. Licking muffin lips, don't burn bridges, burn whole village. Gas in my hands so you know who did it. Grinning on my face, revenge tastes sweet. Dentist on the reg, getting cavities.
Hey, we ain't done yet. Check this out. This is Black Orchid. She's a songwriter, producer, singer as well. How long have you been doing it for?
I've been producing for about 12 years now.
Yeah, and how did you get started?
I actually, back in 2004, I had my daughter, and I was bored one day and decided just to teach myself how to program drums and Fruity Loops, and it took off pretty much from there.
So as a baby sleeping and in between mommy duties.
Yeah,
that's pretty
exactly.
Cool stuff. I recommend all mothers do that, you know what I mean? You never know what type of music.
That's so true.
Yeah, so like, how's it going now? Like, is there any plans in the future?
It's going pretty well. I actually had taken a pretty long hiatus from it, but I just decided to like get my music out there this year, and I'm actually coming out with an EP. I'm trying to release it sometime later in the fall.
Yeah, do you know what it's called?
It's gonna be called Decoded.
Decoded, eh?
Yeah.
So I guess we all have to listen to it just to decode what you're trying to portray, eh?
Right.
Okay, so whereabouts are you from anyway?
I grew up, I was born in Toronto. I grew up in the West End, the GTA, Brampton, Mississauga.
Okay, then all five ends, eh?
Yeah, I'm a West End girl, you know?
Okay, so where can we find more information about you? If I wanted to like look up your music, or if I wanted to stalk you on Twitter.
Yes, I do have a Twitter. It's at Black O Music. I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, so is there any performances coming up? Any music videos?
Not right now. I don't really have any performances lined up. I am trying to drop a couple music videos for a couple of songs I want to release as singles from my EP. But other than that, no, I've just been pushing out music, really.
Okay, so just a couple things. Like, how do you feel about the Canadian music scene? Like, do you feel it's good or bad, or like, what are some of the things you should improve on? Like, how do you feel about the Canadian
urban music scene?
Yeah.
I feel could be a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of talented artists in this city, but I feel that not a lot of them get the shine that they deserve. I don't know, it just feels like certain people run certain things and only allow a certain few people to try to, you know, become bigger than they are.
So you think it's more of just like
Politics, really.
like corporations just saying, you know what, we'll pick 1, 2, and
Yeah.
everyone else spend for themselves?
Yeah.
So what do you think should improve, like, apart from being on the Tito Underground show?
People need to just put themselves out there. Like, now is a good time with any technology. Just use technology to your advantage, you know, and don't wait for people to do stuff for you. You gotta kind of do it yourself. Kind of get yourself out there.
Okay, so you produce and sing and perform. Like, was this always the plan, or like did you want someone else produce for you, or was this something that just came and you said, you know what, I'm just gonna take the career in my own direction, my own hands, and just control it from there?
I honestly didn't really want to be in the forefront singing. My plan was really to stay in the background, writing songs and producing for artists. But in order for people to hear what I do, I figured the best way to do it is to sing my own songs.
Okay. I mean, was that going to be in the future? Like, do you feel like you wanted
No,
to...
I don't think I'm going to do that, like, very much in the future. I mean, I'm up for collaborations with people if they want to, but I'd rather stay in the background.
So you wouldn't sell beats?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd sell beats, but I wouldn't really want to be on them like that, you know, like be
Or
on
like
the track.
managing, and you got to book acts and...
See, not so much that, like if somebody says, oh, I've had this beat here, do you want to get on it kind of thing. I'd rather, you know, make the beat and then make the artist shine on it, you know?
So you're more into the whole art thing, not the whole business and like whole creation. Like the creation's part of it, but it's more of just like creating, just like being part of the industry.
Yeah.
So speaking of the industry, like, do you feel like women in Canada are being represented in the urban music industry, or do you feel like we're slacking?
Not as much. I feel there's not a good female talent here, but I don't really hear a lot of it. But there's so much of it, but I don't really hear a lot of it. Though. I mean, that really needs to change, I think.
Do you have like a inkling of why that might be, or it's just close to the next person sort of?
I don't know, maybe people are not really feeling certain people's style, or people haven't really stuck out to certain people with the kind of music that they make. Could be that, or they're just not feeling what they're doing.
So, how many female Canadian artists can you name?
Oh my goodness.
Whether it's hip hop, rap, R&B, electronica, etc.
Oh gosh. Well, shout out Shy Wisdom, Savannah Ray, Tamara Madison, Vanessa Lou. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on. You got the pioneers, you got June Black, you got people who made it big, you know, Tamia and Deborah Cox. Like, there's so much of them.
This is going on. That's good. At least you know a lot of female Canadian artists, because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And also like to perpetuate that, you know, as Canada, we have our own style and
Yeah,
everything.
we
I
do.
always love to hear people such as yourself. Always shout out to a lot of Canadian acts and stuff like that. Always support your local talent. So, again, I ask, what needs to change for better representation? One word, if you can. Or one sentence. Or one story.
We need to be more supportive of each other's endeavors, I feel. If we're more supportive of each other's endeavors, then I feel that we can all try to get on in some sort of way. Because some of us have like I want to do my thing, but if this person does their thing, I'm not going to like really like them, so I'm not going to like support them. But we need to be supportive of each other.
That's a good look. And so now we're talking about the music industry as a whole, and the two big heavyweights that's going on right now is Drake and Tory Lanez. So out of those two, who are you feeling?
Really? You're gonna make me choose for real?
Yeah.
Nah. They're both dope in their own right. They have both have their own sound, and they're both dope in their own right. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, so I'm gonna rephrase the question a little bit more.
No, you're not gonna draw me in like that.
You're trapped on a boat, floating in Lake Ontario, and the only way you can get onto this island is if you tell the person who has the rope you win to choose one of the two. But one of the two is right or wrong. You don't know that. They're giving you a trick question because they're saying, listen, if you want to get on this island, Drake or Tory Lanez. Skill tested question. Who are you choosing as that answer?
I can relate more to Drake's music when he does like R&B. I do relate to his music.
Okay. Yeah, I had to beat that out of you still. Alright, everyone. Again, Black Orchid, you know what I mean? Shout out to Underground. Everyone's doing the damn thing. Thank you for coming on the show. Alright, y'all. Before we go, Black Orchid sent a special present for us. She's going to do a performance. The track is Don't Gotta Tell Me. Check it out.
You don't gotta tell me twice. Just say the word or I'll do anything that you like. I can put it on you all night. Just hold me there and enjoy the ride. Ready? Do you want me to go slower? Do you want me to go faster? I'm the genius. It's my comeback. Breathing heavily, my body on yours. I just want you to scream my name. I want you on top of me. I want you to make me put your love deep inside of me. Don't take it out. I wanna feel you. And when you're done, baby, don't take it out. I wanna feel you. All over me. Your old girl didn't do the things you wanted. Blowing your mind, all you gotta do is say the word. Oh, can you handle it, baby? The sound of our bodies fading, music to my ears. You like that, baby? Do you want me to go slower? Do you want me to go faster? I'm the genie, your wish is my command. Breathing heavily, my body on yours. I just want you to scream my name. I want you on top of me. I want you to make me put your love deep inside of me. Don't take it out. I wanna feel you. And when you're done, baby, don't take it out. I wanna feel you.